Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 11 of our Folktails Hard Mode playthrough on the Oasis map. And today we will finally get into the industry rework I've been promising for a while, and we might even start to look at some of the things we have going on over here regarding food production and food storage. I'm not going to rip all of this out straight away, but we might get into looking at that. Last time we managed to unify our power sources, so we have power running from here all the way over to here via this chain. So we do need to also put power connection into here, but it's not super urgent. And they will, as I say, as I've taken us back up to the high level, they will start to put this in at their leisure. But the key of what I want to do today is to try and think about what we're going to do over here. So this is our industrial area. So I would like to make it look reasonable. It doesn't have to look good, but I'd like to make it look reasonable. I would also like to make it green underneath. So that's going to involve putting a water dump in somewhere down here. We have got these layers underneath, so I'm going to have a play around with this to see if we could maybe put a water dump in and chuck some water out. So what I'm going to do to start this in is I'm going to, where are we? Let's put 2 tunnels in here. And then that is below the ground level, so that's fine. This may affect power. I'm fully aware it's probably a really stupid idea to do, but I know we like to have fun, don't we? So we will stick some tunnels in here. We will probably go for a... That should be fine. Or maybe we will rip it up a little bit. Not rip it up. What am I doing? Maybe we'll take... No, we will take this side out and then put some tunnels under here. This doesn't have to be done. This really doesn't have to be done. It's just I quite like the aesthetic of having it look green. So we are going to go for that. So with that in mind, let's start to plan out how we're going to have this. So we have access here. So access to this is down here. We could put another access in over here if we so desired later on. And they are currently just picking everything up and chucking it back in storage, which is what we've asked. So let's look at this. So I know the Folktails tend to go for like a more organic look. Well, I like to think they would go for a more organic look for their industry, but we do have to just build it in. So I mean, how many can we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7. So if we brought it into this line here and just had that as a dead zone at the end, I think 6 of them is a nice amount to have. So let's prepare this. Let's prepare this with having a... I am going to dynamite a trench under here. So this is my contingency of if we want to come and do anything else at any point, so that we can go right. We have power. We have power under here, so that we can move stuff around. Does it need to be done? No. Am I going to do it? Yes. I panicked then because I thought that... So they are still doing this. This grist mill is also going to come out. Goodbye. So that's wheat flour. That's making wheat flour, so we need to put one of them back in straight away. So we will put that as wheat flour. Prioritise. I want that straight back in. That is the highest priority. And we can also come along here and we can add this to our power network at the wrong location. So pop that in there. We can also have that at high priority as well. So we're on 2 times speed, so let's speed this up to full speed so we can start to think about the progress we're making. So I'm assuming they're putting all of this weird stuff in I asked them to put in under here. I'm not. Oh, are they putting this in? I'm sure they're doing whatever I've asked them to do. So as we go through the night. I would also like to get over to these here. So we haven't put the bridge in here. So let's put the bridge in here as well, because I would like them to be able to just, you know, as and when they want to do stuff. Let's not give them a reason not to do it. Is that's enough? Yep. And then we will put in a. I believe we've already unlocked the pad water dome. Yes, we have. So that can go down there. And that is going to be built. That's fine. That will happen. Let's just connect that up. They are slowly probably going to build that at some point. But we have to get over to these aquifers as well. What are they doing? Oh, they are. So those are haulers. I'm intrigued as to what my builders are doing. I mean, hopefully they put this gristmill in for me. They have put this gristmill in for me. I'm very pleased with that. So detonate that. Take that out. Oh no! The power. That's a bit upsetting, isn't it? I'll tell you what. That is a bit upsetting. Let's put that there. Let's put a nice bit of terrain over this hole and pretend that never happened. So we don't have to look at that again. So we're about to enter the bad tide. I'm hoping this aquifer actually just switches off, as it should. I'm also concerned we're not filling this enough. So I do appreciate this is a large area, so we are clearly not hitting water volume on hard mode. So yeah, so we are going to have to I mean I'm doing that for aesthetic purposes, so that, but we are also going to come over here. I mean we have lots of projects on the go. Let's not pretend we don't. So put that in. Power shafts. Let's also put a line of. I mean, we can go down quite low there. So I'm now going to put into that way, so that we can cover that with dirt, so it doesn't look ugly. And we are going to put in vertical power shafts. We're just going to line that. It doesn't have to be like that, but it's going to be like that. Well, actually, it does have to be like that because we're going to build on top of it. So, and then we're going to stick lumber mill, lumber mill, lumber mill, lumber mill, lumber mill, and then there will be lumber mill once they have done that. So the mine is paused at the moment, but we have enough scrap metal. I'm not too concerned about that. They're putting lots of weird stuff in, and I'm not really sure what the crack is with that. Detonate. That's what we want. So then we can go power. Vertical power shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not 4, 5. Knock you off. Put you in there. And then put power there, and they can build all this. So that will add a little bit of extra redundancy into the system. Let's boom it. Oh, that was very close. That was almost beaver death. Power. So we're going to stick some vertical power shafts here. That did not need to be triple dynamite, but it was. Okay, fine. So, we're putting this in nicely, so we can go one more that way. Let's delete that because I've gone too low. So we're going to put vertical power shaft in there, vertical power shaft, and then we're going to put in 2. So the path is going to come along here like so. And then, so we have we have our wood workshops. It doesn't have to come in there. It can actually come in at the other end. Maybe we'll make it come in at the other end. So we'll get rid of that. And then we need to think about gear workshops. So these might not be the only wood workshops. I would like to have enough wood workshops that... yeah, you don't need to be working right now, guys. Wood workshops that we have enough. So we're going to have these 3 over here. And you can't forget, we got those 2 gear workshops. So I am going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're also going to put another one in there. Let's go. Come on, get that built. Did I put that bad water dome in? Yes, I did. Cool. Ah, they're chucking loads of gears into that. That's fine. If they have the time, they have the time. Water's fine. I'm not going to keep pumping. It's happened again, guys. It's happened again. Oh no. Cool. It's happened again. Luckily, we've got the antidote on. I can't believe this has happened again. Never let me unpause that ever again. So we are going to have to pause. To have to start pumping this. And I'm guessing should we go for a little bit of a flush? Now, what we don't do here is we don't delete this like we did that other time. So, open. Let's flood some. Let's put it back on auto. So, what it will do is it will slowly filter the back in, and we will not have an absolute turd show. I can't believe I've let this happen again. This is gonna. I mean, look at it. Just look at it. I'm gonna get ripped apart in the comments. But we have this plugged in, so that's... Oh, we don't have it plugged in yet. So that's something. Right, so I don't have to look at this ever again, because it's just making me sad right now. Let's come back over here and look at our... Look at this. So we can put some blocks back in here. I promise you I'm not doing this on purpose. And I've also realised we don't have power. Luckily we do have a vertical power shaft here though. I realised I ran that trench all along, and now I'm going to just not run a trench all along. So, you know, I just do things in a weird order sometimes. So power, vertical power shaft. Wood workshop. And then we can put our gear workshop in. So, let's actually think about how the power is aligned here. To be honest, I think these can come out because we have plenty of this stuff at the moment. So we're taking it out. Are we not taking this out? Yes, we are. Delete, delete, delete. We can put a lovely spiral staircase in. There is no need for a spiral staircase. We can put a normal staircase in. Cool. So as far as power is connected here. So it's 1, 2. So power, so dynamite. So 1, 2 is there. So if we come along here, I'm conscious of how I built this, and I don't want it to. I mean, that is fine. I mean, that... Yeah, no, it's going to have to be fine because oh bugger. But that cannot doesn't have to go in there. Go in there, and then we can pop that there. So hopefully this is all going to be fine. I hope so. We will see. Oh yeah, paths. How many contaminated beavers? Luckily, we have loads of antidote. Yay! It's a good job I kept making that, wasn't it? Oh, I can't believe this has happened again. I am never going to live this down. You'd think I'm doing this for quality of content, but I'm really not. I really wanted to. I really wanted to get into building like proper stuff today, but you know, whatever. Ah. So let's just check everything else is fine. So we have water here. We have enough contingency water. It's only 9 days left on the bad tide. It's going to be fine, but it's very frustrating, isn't it? So, how'd they put this in? We will now see if this cave might roof him, which it does not. That's excellent. I mean, you can see through there, but I don't care because we're not gonna be upset about that. So, power, vertical power shafts. I mean, it looks a bit unclean, but whatever. We can always put an extra layer of dirt behind that. Do we want... we might run some stuff this way, so I think that we're fine for now, like this. So that is all connected. Apart from bypass. So, look at them. They are doing the Lord's work. Planking. We have quite a lot of jobs. These gravity batteries are going to come out eventually, but I'm not going to do it yet. So, landscaping. Pop that there. Pop that there. And we're just going to pop that behind there because I'd like to just see that. So, we put them in. What can go behind here? So, should we keep with the theme of wood? So what else have we got? We have got paper mills, which may fit there nicely. 1, 2. Let's stop building that. And let's dynamite this out. I'm not doing any math on this. I know some of the YouTubers like to do some maths. I'm definitely more of a vibes guy, as you can tell about these amazing vibes down here. So you guys need to stop pumping out the actual water, don't you? Open it up and flood it through again. Thankfully, we have loads of dandelions, don't we? I mean, we have loads of antidote. That's what I care about. Close. Close. Auto. And now we successfully flooded all of our paths. Well. Hopefully that'll evaporate. Let's go look. Let's at least go look somewhere where stuff is actually happening reasonably well. And now they put in loads of stuff in underground that I'm just not seeing. They have. They need a bit more pathing. They can't reach it. So are they going for this bad water rig? Yes, they are. And they're also going. They're not going for that yet. I might put that as a slightly high priority because that doesn't use treated planks. So we are using this to make paper, so delete that. Oh, not delete that, boom that. So. So wood, we are putting our printing press in. Paper mill in there. So that's quite a nice arrangement going on there. Right, so now I need to think about wood workshops. Do we want 3 of them? Could they come along here quite nicely? So I think you can go away. We could even delete that and just have them back onto it straight away. So, like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this wood workshop. We're also going to delete this wood workshop. Delete this. The smelter isn't even operating. The printing press can go away. But yeah, so we're going to build those 3. And then don't forget we have storage for everything under here. So I'm guessing what I want to do. We see we are quite, because of how I built this. Yeah, that is. Oh, that we could come this way. So maybe if we stop building you for now, and we put in double dynamite enough. Double dynamite would be enough. Let's do an entire. Let's do an entire power line over here as well, and then we can start to think about that. I would also. They are doing this still. Oh, this is the lowest priority. We also want to get over to here to these aquifers. So, if I was to, I know it's like we're just picking jobs and extra jobs. But if I was to come over here to 1 and then 2, because of our impermeable floor trick we've done over here. Wow, we really have gone under the map, haven't we? We've proven that it will work. So if we could, I'm going to put these on normal priority again now, because it doesn't matter. I don't know what that red means, but it probably means we're building a building on it, doesn't it? Yep, so, yep. So they can work on that at their leisure. Oh no, detonate. Let's go quick. Oh. Oh. Quick power. Let's build verticals all the way through, and we will put in a bit of dirt there so we can get back across. Let's high prioritize this one, and then we will jump into that. So we are producing a lot of paper, a lot of gears, a lot of wood soon, hopefully. We don't need that there, so then we can put some dirt back there. No. And then we can put some dirt back there, and then we can build the other wood workshop. Hopefully this is as much wood workshops as we're going to need. How's my mistake happening? Open. Put some more water through. Close it. And auto it. I mean... Oh yeah, we have stuff dying already. I can't believe this happened again, guys. I really can't. On the off chance, this isn't going to be completely empty, so we may actually get some good reservoir filling. Excellent, so they put that across there. So how do I want the paths laid out? How do I want this laid out here? So we're going to need... I'm just going to unlock the printing press. What's that look like? So we could have a couple of those opposite there. We could have a couple of those opposite there. And then, so when we get into metal, the only thing we really need is smelter, so we could have smelters. I mean, do I hate it? We could have the smelters, 1, 2. I'm sure we could put a block. That's fine. Have they put this in? They have. This might do absolutely nothing, by the way. I'm warning you to not expect anything good. We could put a tunnel in. Put a tunnel in here. And there we go. So some of this is going in. We are down quite a few beavers, so I imagine our builder beaver population is things we don't need operating right now. You. We don't need 3 of you right now. Don't need. Yes. Okay, that's fine. So we are now have a few more builder beavers to hopefully start, obviously, doing the building. How are we doing for dirt? We are going to have to maybe turn on the excavator again soon. Oh, they're coming down here and doing this. I'm very pleased with this. So we have a lot of storage for a lot of things. So yeah, so they are going all directions with this. So we can put our extra smelter in here, power. Where's our smelter? So I'm envisioning this is enough. This is going to be enough. So, what do we do with this area here? So do we have centrifuges? So we go to centrifuges. How does centrifuges connect? So they're underwater, aren't they? So that's mechanical fluid dump. Centrifuges connect. I didn't delete that. I didn't really want it to connect by. I mean, could we go for explosives factories? That's not that. Explosive factory is definitely here, isn't it? Yes, it is. 1, 2. I mean, we seem to be okay with 2, so we could just continue that on. Pop that along there, and then that would probably allow us to put our. We can't go too low there, so. In the interest of being, let's put that there. No, I didn't want to do that, did I? Delete that. We are going to put a centrifuge water. It's been quite a long day already, it would appear, because my brain is not working. So if we put that there, power, vertical power shaft, and then 2 centrifuges, so and so, and then I think that's everything, isn't it? Could we maybe delete that path? Pop one like that around here. And then we'll put the printing presses in like so, there, and have that join across there. And that is probably an abomination. Everyone's probably going to curse this because it just looks awful, but you know, here we are. Let's just get this built, please. Oh, look at this. I can't believe this has happened again. Well, I mean, I can't believe this happened again, but I can't believe it's happened again. And with expanding our industry massively, you know what time it is. It's time to get more beavers on the go. So these beavers, they quite like this housing structure over here. And I'm going to actually ruin it by building another complete set of lodges. That does not need to be anywhere near that level of dynamite. That needs to be ones. So we'll pop that over there. We also need to rapidly expand maple syrup and stuff production, so maybe we can start to think about that next time. Maybe putting a... I mean, if that gets capped off and this becomes... We can maybe think of a tree farm somewhere. Yeah, no, we are definitely limited by the amount of, not trees we have, because the trees are growing, but by the growing space for these ones. So, let's lower this. I say, with great trepidation. We will lower this. This will allow normal water to seep out when it needs to. And, hey look, we didn't actually empty this, so this is going to be full of good water again soon. Turn these guys on. We do need to get that hooked up. That's very important. And as you can see, our industrial area is taking shape nicely. We are short on jobs, however. We are going to remedy that by not by doing that, by prioritizing these guys to have lots of baby beavers. We could even drag the water down here, so we could. Ooh, yeah, that might be a nice idea. How are they getting on at the bottom of the map? As far as they can get, I believe. So you can come over here, you can come over here, you can come over here. This is going to take a while to get to, this is going to take a while to get to, but I mean, they are taking it, they are doing it as quickly as they can. So that means this can come out, this can come out, this can come out. Supply, empty, empty, empty. So this is set to supply. This is set to obtain. What's wrong with you? No recipe. Books. Make me books. So we will start to increase our well-being again by having books. We will, if we go into bots, we'll have bot production somewhere else, and then we can have the punch cards all be its own thing somewhere else for the bots specifically. We can even turn this into a tree area. Maybe empty, empty, empty. That is structural, so I'm going to leave that in. That's structural to the power, and it's time to detonate. So, housing. Well, it would appear that I can't count, but it also doesn't matter. So let's put that nice down here. This is what happens when you have like a city in the UK where like the lovely old town centre where it's all higgledy-piggledy, and then oh look at this, straight streets with like let's cram as many people in as possible, but let's try and make it aesthetic. So we'll add some roofs on to make people feel like they are not living in a dystopian nightmare. Oh look, isn't that cute? You have a nice housing estate. This hasn't emptied yet. This hasn't emptied the bad water yet. It is not. I mean, just. Just, yeah. And then what we'll do is, once this drought starts, we will lift that up, and that will we will never look at that ever again, because it makes me sad. So these lodges are the absolute priority, please. I said as I absolutely prioritise this, but a lot of this is in now, so we didn't build all that large storage underneath for nothing. So let's get people producing products for us. So I imagine the power for this is going to outstrip the supply is outstripping demand at the moment, but I don't think that is not going to stay the case forever. So we are going to keep this here, but I'm fully intending to change it from a bad water source to a better source. Maybe you could be on normal. And look at this. This is filling up quite nicely. So over to here. I didn't think we would get all that industry built that quite quickly. I don't know what I expected. So we have put in the industrial, not system. Is system the right word? We put in the industrial, the industrial processes in place that will allow us to continue to develop our colony further. So let's just make that really awkward. And how are they getting on? Yeah, they are all going to do their jobs. I could have made that a bit better. Actually, if we come in here with some dynamite, maybe we'll put a... I mean, people are going to hate me for this because it just looks like it's just redundancy, isn't it? If we put another station there and one there, we could connect that to there, and then we could come over here for when we're going to start building. Yeah, okay, I like the idea of that because we're gonna cave this out quite impressively. So we're going to have to put a pole here, a pylon here. Let's just, it can't be reached. Let's put it there. Oh, come on guys, you can reach it from there surely. We'll put that there. That is still too far, but it will be able to be reached. Then, if we put our put a zipline station here, it will allow us to come in and build our gravity battery situation we're going to put in. So I'm going to get scrap farmers to come and do all this, and we're going to absolutely internally cave this out, and we're going to install row upon row of gravity battery. So then we can delete these, so they don't have to hang around off the edge. Oh, we have this. Detonate. Delete. That doesn't work, does it? Landscape it. So then if we put our water is decreased quite prominently. It's because we've only got one pumper. This is going to be fine. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Unless this is a 30-day drought, in which case we might have to go, panic. So down here, we are going to put in a fluid dumps. How long does that drought? 18 days. I think we're fine. Water, yep. And if we put a storage, it just doesn't fit. Okay, whatever. And then we'll get some water in there, and then hopefully this will be nice and green and just fit my aesthetics. Get that built, get that built. Metal blocks, gears. We have lots of stuff. We just need the beavers. It's funny, isn't it? Oh my god, look how many baby beavers we got. Once again, we're going from boom to bust. And it's quite funny, really, isn't it? My beaver expansion policies are not probably not in line with anything. It's just, let's just get stuff built. We could put another pump in here, but I'm scared that will just drain it too much. So we will continue to watch the water with great interest. I mean, actually, let's not watch the water with great interest. Let's do something about it. Open. Let's flood it through. Let's try and clean it out. And put it on onto auto. We also need to raise you, because I don't trust this ever to be normal ever again. And I don't know what they're actually doing. Are they all like running around in tunnels now underneath, and I just can't see anything? They are doing a good job of running around in tunnels underneath. I will give them that. And I would like to... Is this our next priority? I think it is. Let's just go chuck all of the stuff in we need for that. Let's just stop the bad water from being produced. So, I wonder what our power deficit is now. The power supply is still 3370. So, we are going to be running at a sufficient deficit for the foreseeable in this bad tide. I know that is the most silly zipline connection ever, because literally all it's doing is going. Yes, I would. Oh, actually, well, this provides an opportunity. So rather than having to go do down there, they can go. I'm assuming that will reach. And then we can get uphill as well. So that will allow them to go from over here, relatively simply, to over here. So we'll get that built first as well. Planks going in, metal blocks. I'm just going to let them build that. So, how are we doing this? So I envisage this being like, what we're going to do is we're going to have row upon row of gravity battery, and what we're just going to blow it out in the middle. So we'll have stacks upon stacks, and it will all connect at the end through vertical power shafts. So we need to yeah, basically just, I don't know, start building it. Not start building it. This is going to be a big project. So where's my delete key? So we're going to delete that. We are going to have the beaver soon because I have 50 babies. So do you know what? Because there is 50 baby beavers. Let's landscaping. Is that's too high. Let's get this in. So let's get all of this in with my lovely high prioritization tool again, which I absolutely love. And we will put in another large water pump because our colony is about to hit unsustainable levels. And then we will flood a bit more water through. Hopefully, so some of this can actually just start to not flourish again. Flourish is the wrong word, but you know, not be a liability. To all of this. Goodbye. 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 And goodbye. So if you bear with me for one moment, I will be back in 1 second. I just have to pause the recording. Hello and welcome back. Well, it's welcome back for me. It's not welcome back for you. It was literally 1 second. So what have they been up to? What are they up to? Let's rejig my memory. So we put in this. Our water is steadily slipping. Are they putting this in? They are putting this in. This is slowly becoming a bit more a bit better. We are pumping here. It is too far. We did prioritise this, so come on, get on with it. So always I've told them to build this, haven't I, as a priority. Maybe you just have that as a little bit of a lower priority, guys, and you come and put all of this weird stuff in. We're also going to send beavers down here. And this is going to be an unpopular decision because I'm going to contaminate on purpose. However, oh, that is not good. That is the bottom of the map. So we need to put a load of dirt over that. Oh, it's good job we saw that. Where is the dirt? Dirt is under landscaping. Yeah, we need to get that in a very ASAP manner. Do we have dirt? We do have dirt, thankfully. So let's let's put them there. Get the longest bridge we can and pop in there so we can at least start to put a load of that in. And then we are going to put an aquifer in. So I am going to send beavers down to their peril, which I'm sure will upset a lot of you. But you know, they need to take one for the colony, because I'd rather do it from the top than from the bottom. So that is ready to actually just go in. Are they? Yeah, they are putting this in now. And does this have? What do you mean? It isn't connected. Well, now it is. So hopefully that will put some water in and make this nice and green. I mean, it's the silliest thing I've done in this playthrough because it's not really required at all, is it? But you know, how's our power routing going on? We do have to be careful that we don't. So let's just. I don't want to pause all of this. Let's let them get a reasonable amount of progress. Let's pause those two. Yes, okay, so that will prevent them from... Are we in? We are in. So we are capped. So we need to start to think about coming over here and building some of this. So, they can get over here. I am going to not make a lot of friends here. And I'm going to send beavers down into the abyss. Into the abyss, guys. Oh wow, that is a bit of... That is the abyss, isn't it? So if we do a triple platform, double platform, and then single platform, we are sending them down. I do agree that it would be easier if we just carried on going along our thing down the bottom. However, I don't think that's going to work. So, as far as the aquifer drill, so yeah, so we want to come in from that side. So if we go to water and pop in aquifer drill, so if we pop the yes, so that is fine. So we're going to come down here. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to, where is it? We're going to triple dynamite that. So let's do that as priority. I mean, we could also just delete this pop stairs in here, so then we can actually just go and access the material straight away, rather than having to go this circuitous route. So hopefully they will come in and just put all this stuff in here. How are we doing for water over here? Do we have our second pump? We do have our second pump. It's nice and good. So that should get us back on the... You should be prioritised by haulers. You should be prioritised by haulers. Let's just get them back on the water pumping. This is the bad waterifying a little bit. And we're going to be... to be honest, we can drag a lot of this out. Because we're gonna come from the bottom, aren't we? So let's just take a lot of this out. Also means that isn't structural, so it doesn't matter. So we can just put paths here to pick all of this stuff up, and then we can make this whole look a whole lot nicer soon. How are we getting on down here, guys? Just take the water back. They are building it. Oh, they can go that way round, can't they? We are going to delete all this whole mess, and we are definitely going to get over to this. I would like to just start to clean the map a little bit. They put a lot of this in as well. Oh, look at all them extra builder beavers. You know what time it is? It's time for more builders' huts. The main job, because everything else is turned on, so... Builder's hut, builder's hut, builder's hut, 23 beavers. Boom, boom, boom. Deprioritise job, deprioritise job, deprioritise job. This is probably fine to start pumping in again. What does it look like? Does it look? It looks a little bit manky, but with the water level slowly decreasing, I would like to start to pump as much of that as we can. And I think we're going to have to turn this back on at our earliest convenience. How many treated planks do we have? We have loads, that's fine. I'm sure I was prioritising all of this. Just get this built, guys. Oh, what did I not put? Did I not put? Let's delete the drill to begin with, so that we can put, and they can go down there and do that. We are at 53 minutes and 53 seconds, so I'm not going to take this episode over now. So we will end this in the middle of this bad tide, not bad tide, drought. We are in. Oh, as you can see, do they maybe need to come one more? Maybe they need to come one more. I mean, they are doing what I've asked. They are chucking absolutely everything they have at this. So fair play to the guys. And let's recover a load of planks. What is going on? Put it in. I think we've got as far as we can get. Sorry guys, we are going to contaminate a load of you. But I mean, it's for the good of the colony. So we have more normal water flowing back in here. This is never going to happen again. I say, as it will definitely happen again. Supplies goods. That did not do what I expected it to. I don't think it's close enough to the surface. Yeah, it's not close enough to the surface. So that was a waste of engineering. I mean, let's pause that. At least I know for future. Or even... let's just delete it. It's not needed, it's a job that we don't need to do. Down you go, boys, go get ill. That is still a very... yeah. Where's that one? No, they have got to build that one. Right, so they are slowly getting on with that. We're coming under here, so hopefully get more power. So, what have we achieved this episode? So, I have managed to screw up again and flood the entire main area with bad water. So that's going well. We've built a second water pump over here to allow us to keep pumping some more water. We've sorted out our industry. We've sorted out our industry quite well. We've started to clean up this area a little bit. This will probably turn into a tree planting area, I would envisage. Might rip a lot of it out, do some irrigation underneath, so that we can plant a load of trees up here. The bad water rig is going in here. We've domed this off successfully, and I'm currently sending beavers down into this to plug it up. We could put an aquifer there, and an aquifer there, and then we will be hopefully able to plumb into our power source down the bottom and have a nice connected water source. So this will be nice water coming all the way through here, and then we can start to de-bad waterify the map. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing. If you have, please hit like and subscribe down at the bottom, and I will see you again next time for more Timberborn fun. Let me just connect this up. Oh, that obstructs that. Okay, we'll worry about that next time. Thank you for watching.